A lot of the crackers are just a bit on the soft side. They just don't have that crunch that you get from a traditional wheat cracker. And I was at my local Lowe's Foods one day and came across this snack and decided to try it. I had no idea what it was going to taste like, and it's expensive. So let me just say, this is not an inexpensive item. I think it was like $6.99 or $7.99 for a 1 6-ounce bag. But I find that I keep going to them and buying them because they taste great and they're crunchy and they're 100% natural. And those are these here. These are called Ella's Flats. There's 5 different flavors. The original flavor is sesame. There's a hemp, a caraway, and everything. And then this one here, which is cumin. I think this is like my 4th bag of these. I think I've tried the sesame, the hemp, the I think I tried the sesame, the hemp, the everything, and the cumin. And to me, this is a great, I use this as a cracker. But it works better for things that are a little bit on the bland side. So, I've got this great cauliflower dip that I got from Aldi. It's packed full of flavor. There's no need to, when I use that on this, there's so much flavor in this crisp, is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a crisp. There's so much flavor in here that it really pairs well with things that are bland. So tuna. So when I make some tuna salad or just regular tuna, with just the mayonnaise and not any of the extra stuff, if I make some chicken salad, it is perfect on these. Now the serving size is 3 crisps. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually is. Because they're very filling, because they're literally just seeds. So the ingredients here are pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, flaxseed, sesame seeds, cumin seeds, psyllium, and then less than 2% of black pepper and pink Himalayan salt. So those are our ingredients there. 3 crisps have 180 calories, 5 grams of total carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat. So I also struggle to get my protein in, so this helps. And also, I know that we're not supposed to snack a lot, but if I'm a little bit hungry and I don't have time to eat a full meal, or if I don't want to eat a full meal and I'm just a little bit hungry, one of these, just one, and some tuna, and it's filling enough for me because, again, I've had a sleeve. So for me to eat 3 crisps with my meal is actually extraordinarily filling. So if I was to, I actually might make some tuna today. That sounds pretty good. So if I were to just have some tuna and get, a serving of tuna and 2 of these crisps, I'm gonna be good to go. And if I use 3 crisps, this gives me 7 whole grams of protein in 3 crisps. So if I get 7 grams of protein from this and 20 grams from my tuna, then I've got enough protein for my meal. And so this helps to get some protein in for me, which I struggle with, like I said. So I really like these. I've been enjoying these. I generally have a bag on hand because I don't eat them every day. And I don't eat them by themselves. I only eat them if I need to dip something. So if I need to dip something, it's great for that. So like I said, if I decide I'm going to make some tuna or some chicken salad or even just some avocado, if I have a really ripe avocado and I want to spread the avocado on something, works great. Because like I said, these have so much flavor on their own that they're perfect to pair with things that don't have a lot of flavor. I also like them with cheese. So I've got some Gouda cheese. They've got these pictures here of you eating this like a traditional cracker, But in reality, that's just not how this goes, because there's all seeds and there's really no filler to hold them together. When you bite this thing, it comes apart. It comes apart. So I normally break mine apart to eat them. So hold on here. So this is a crisp. It's pretty large. Let me see if I got a quarter or something. No, I don't. I'm trying to think of something I could put it next to. So this is my Speedway rewards card. So just to get an idea, this is the size of a standard credit card, and this is it next to this crisp. So it's pretty large. Okay, but once you bite it, of course now this one decides to hold together, but I've also learned how to eat them I've learned how to eat them and minimize the amount of fallout. But let's see. Well, this one decides it wants to stay together, but generally that doesn't happen, especially if you have like a piece of cheese on here. So generally the way I eat these is I just break a piece off, and then so I don't normally top them unless I'm doing the avocado spread or the tuna spread. But if I'm doing something like cheese, what I'll do is I'll just break this apart into pieces, and I'll cut my cheese into pieces, and then I'll put a piece of cheese just on this one piece and then pop that in my mouth, and then that's how I'll do it. But I love these. I think they're super healthy. I am not overly concerned with oils. So, you know, it does not specifically say on here that these nuts are raw or if they've been roasted. It does not say that. It does not indicate that. Maybe it indicates it on the website. And then, you know, if it is roasted, we don't know what kind of oil it's been roasted in, and it could be one of those processed seed oils that we're supposed to be so afraid of. But I'm not, because at the end of the day, how much processed seed oil am I having? How much processed oil am I having? A dab in my salad dressing, maybe a dab in these flats. But for me, the primary concern here is carbohydrate and not a minimal amount of seed oil. So if seed oils are a huge concern for you, you might want to do some extra research to see if these seeds were roasted first, and if so, how they were roasted, and if any oils were used. These are gluten-free and non-GMO. They are made in the USA, and they're delicious. So some items, it says, it gives you some suggestions: yogurt, jam and jelly, cottage cheese, nut butters, avocado. Now, to me, these are very savory. So, and I don't do plain yogurt. If I have yogurt, it's got some flavor in it. So I do not eat these with yogurt ever, or jam or jelly or anything else sweet. They're very savory. And so, yeah, hummus, I've used it in hummus. Like I said, because I've used it in avocado, sliced meats. So when I have this with cheese, if I want meat as well, I do the same thing. I take the pepperoni and either fold it or slice it in half or whatever, and then eat it with this, and they're great. I love these. So if you are missing that satisfying crunch, I'm not saying this really replaces a cracker, a wheat cracker, a Ritz, saltine. Ritz are my favorite. This does not replace a Ritz cracker. Okay, it doesn't. But it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And it's healthy. It's a whole food product. And it gives you that crunch that you might want when you are dipping into a hummus or into some type of dip. Like you can eat them with strong flavors, but like I said, since the flavor is so strong, I prefer to eat these with flavors that are more mild. The cauliflower dip that I'm eating has pimento in there. It has pepper jack in there. So it's got a lot of strong flavors. And so for me, all those flavors just compete with something like this. Now maybe with the sesame flavor, because the sesame flavor is the original and it doesn't have quite as much punch, but it still has quite a bit. It still has quite a bit. So that's it for me today. Try out Ellis Flats if you so desire. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form, of course. I just enjoy these crackers. So that's it for me, and I'll see you guys next video.